How's it going, everybody? Welcome to another episode of the HR Office Podcast. Live, as always, I'm your host, Greg, and I'm joined here by May. Say hello.
Hello.
And I'm joined here by Mira. Say hello.
Bum.
Now, we are here today, and you're probably wondering why we are here today and not next Sunday. Well, that's an interesting tale that I gotta say. So, we're having to reset the podcast schedule yet again. We realized, with my blurry camera, I realized, and let them know, that next week, which is supposed to be when the podcast would be, there would be no podcast because we're streaming a new episode of the Homebrewers. 2 weeks after that, when another episode of the podcast was supposed to happen, we're going to be at LA Comic-Con. So, I decided that we're going to get together now, and we are going to just do another podcast a week later, and then after this week, it'll be every other week again. Until we have to change the schedule yet again for whatever fucking reason. Well, now that I'm burping in the microphone, pretty fantastic. Anyway, so we got a meme, fun-filled time. We're going to talk about some movies. We went to a Mortal Kombat movie experience last night. We're talking about John Wick because we're finally starting to watch the John Wick films. Sony's State of Play and Last of Us 2 stuff got announced, which we're going to chat about. Jojo's animation director has not been paid. We got a lot of meme stuff, including Resident Evil mods. A wrestler says he doesn't play D&D and gets completely roasted. More D&D dice stuff. Sean Bean's sick of dying in movies. And all of the incredible Area 51 memes as on top of everything else. So, let's get started from the top. What we did last night. So, we went to a Mortal Kombat movie experience down in Riverside, which was put on by a new area. What was the name of that place called?
The Fox Theater?
No, not the Fox Theater. I know the theater's the Fox Theater, but like it was put on by, was it like Game
Lab?
Game Lab or something like that. But regardless, May, you won tickets to this thing. How did you win? Which contest did you enter?
I honestly don't remember. It was just some random contest they had on their Facebook, and I just randomly entered.
You're just like, fuck it, why not?
Yep.
And then, so you won the tickets, and you won a pair of 4 tickets, and the 3 of us went, and the 4th ticket went wherever.
Into oblivion.
Into an oblivion, hell yeah. So, before we kind of just have a quick chat about how Mortal Kombat from 1995 is still the best movie to ever be made, as far as video game movies are concerned, we all have seen the OG Mortal Kombat, right? Okay, so I'm going to start with you, Mira. What was it like revisiting that movie?
I forgot how cheesy some of that dialogue is.
Right. May, how was it like revisiting 1995 Mortal Kombat?
The same answer as her.
What?
And the CG has not aged well.
Anyway, go ahead, May.
That's it.
What do you think was what part specifically that you can think of that you did not remember, that when rewatching the movie in a theater, that you're just like, oh fuck, that's right, that did happen?
I forgot how long it took Liu Kang to kick Shang Tsung into the pit.
Oh my god!
Because I kept yelling at the screen. I was like, just punch him into the spikes.
Just punch him in already. Yeah, May, what's the thing that you completely forgot about that was in that movie?
Honestly, majority of the movie.
The bicycle kick.
Yeah, I kept getting it mixed up with the sequel.
Oh, because Annihilation. Yeah. Oh, man.
She's just waiting for Johnny Cage to die. And she's just like, wait, this isn't that movie.
No, she did know that Johnny Cage died in Annihilation. What part were you expecting from Annihilation to happen?
The whole they're in the valley and they're
training,
yeah. And the mud wrestling scene.
That mud wrestling scene is really weird. It was really fucking weird. I forgot... You know, I know it's 90s cheese. It's a cheese fest. But, like, Mortal Kombat's always been over the top and cheesy. I completely forgot that Raiden was the most cheesiest character in that whole fucking movie. All his laughing and his weird voice like this. It's like, man, I thought Christian Bale had gruff. But,
this was before his parents died.
This was before his parents died, absolutely. I thought the bicycle kick was in the fight with Shang Tsung. I didn't remember that it was with the fight with Reptile, which, can we talk about the animation on Reptile for a moment before he became Reptile? May, what do you think of those sick 90s graphics? Do you think they aged well?
Yes.
Hell yeah. Mira, do you think that they aged well? Oh, come on. They totally aged well. What, a slimy fucking lizard that looks like Gex the Gecko from fucking PlayStation? You know, that totally was from. Well, I forgot where Gex was from. Like, he had a PlayStation game at some point. I remember it was on a PlayStation.
Watch the game actually be called Gex.
It's
no, the game
Gex.
is called Gex.
The gecko. Yeah.
Gex the Gecko. That was the name of the character in the game.
Yep.
I just don't remember if it was because it was like a 3DO game. I
Yes.
don't remember what it was. If it was on the 3DO or if it was on PlayStation.
No, it was on PlayStation.
That's what I thought.
Because I played it.
Oh, you played it.
Was it the first PlayStation?
Yes.
Okay.
PlayStation Uno, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And
Uno.
fucking Reptile in the Mortal Kombat movie experience looked just like fucking Gex. And then
Someone got inspired.
yeah, just a little bit. And then just all of the just Johnny Cage. I forgot how great he was in that fucking movie. And then oh man, there's so much to go into with that fucking movie. It was great, but what was even greater was just seeing all
Goro.
Oh my god! Goro's fucking part paper mache, part claymation, 100% like abomination. Fake as shit. I knew that was another thing. I remember Goro looking not that great. But
not
holy fucking shit, did he not look good at all. It was oh boy, it was a thing.
The nut punch.
The nut punch was so good. All four hands going oh, and it's like his little hands are going oh. It's so good. The point being, it was a lot of fun. It was a great reliving Mortal Kombat. May, anything else you want to add about Mortal Kombat? Anything else you want to add about Mortal Kombat the movie?
We got to play around before the movie
started. We did. You kicked my ass.
Which is funny because we were both button mashing.
Yeah, basically. I forgot how to punch. I did. I forgot. And also, spoiler alert, never really played a Genesis. So I had to learn that controller really fucking click.
Really fucking click.
Quick. Wow, there's fucking words. Anyway, speaking of words that rhymes with click, let's talk about John Wick. So we started watching John Wick. We watched the first movie this week. Mira, I'll start with Mira first. Mira, what did you think of John Wick?
It was better than I thought it was going to be.
What did you think you were not going to enjoy it?
Well, because you know how some of these action movies are just like, you've seen one and you've pretty much seen all of them.
Yeah.
And they, like, some of them reuse the same old kind of tropes and it gets really tiring after a while.
Right.
This was a lot better than I thought it was going to be. I was in for a time of just like, Keanu's great, but this movie is like really slow or really like boring.
But it wasn't.
Yeah.
May, you were the one who was, I think, out of the three of us, most excited to watch John Wick. What was it like to watch it, and what did you think of the movie?
It was actually pretty decent.
Yeah.
It wasn't. Yeah. Yeah, it was decent.
Were you expecting? I mean, I know you.
Keanu looked good in a suit.
Yeah, like hell yeah. 10 out of 10. I mean, I know you're a big fan of like action movies and stuff like that. And you're our action connoisseur out of the three of us, I would say. I like my thrillers and dramas, and Mira likes her horror movies. I mean, we all like our like Marvel films and stuff like that, but it's like I have my kind of thing, like my war films and my true crime documentaries and my like suspense like dramas and stuff like that. Like those are my deal. Your Mira's the watch every single horror movie, good, bad, or indifferent.
Horror movies, musicals.
Horror movies and musicals, yeah, which is why you love Repo, because it's a little column A, a little column B. But you're our action person. You love your Indiana Joneses. You love your Indiana Jones. No. You love, and it transcends into like anime. Like I would say that would probably for general like transcend into like our taste in just all forms of media. But you're the one out of the three of us. You love your action anime, you love your action movies, and all that fun stuff. And I gotta say, like, that movie was really like, I didn't know what to expect because I had heard of John Wick. I knew that like they were movies that people who saw them like, oh yeah, they're really good. It's like people aren't saying they're the best thing ever made. You gotta go see it, but they're just like, no, they're good films. Like, watch them. And I was surprised at how that movie did not feel like it was almost 2 hours. It did not feel like that at all. I loved how encapsulated I was with the story and whatnot.
It kind of felt like a comic book universe on them.
Kinda, yeah. It kind of really...
Like,
it really felt like an origin story of, like, an anti-hero vigilante.
Like, these people may not have superpowers or anything, but they're really damn good at what they do. And it almost feels like a comic book universe.
Do you feel that sentiment? So, yeah, it was really, really, really interesting. It was really interesting, and I'm really excited to watch the other two. So we're gonna be caught up for 2021, so we can watch it.
We're running out of time.
Right. So next bit, May, you could go on your phone for this bit because we're gonna talk about the Sony State of Play and the fact that The Last of Us 2, Neil Druckmann has announced that there's going to be massive Last of Us 2 information. Mira, what are you most excited for to see from Last of Us 2?
Well, hopefully a release date.
Yeah.
But I wonder if they're going to show the gameplay from GameStop.
Oh, the GameStop Managers Expo? Yeah. That would be sick if they did.
Because I want to see what it was.
I loved the image that Neil Druckmann had posted on Twitter last night with the hammer, and I was just like, oh.
That hammer looked sick.
I was like, I have never been so hyped looking at a gif of a hammer in my whole fucking life, and lo and behold, here I am. But that's not to say that there's going to be other things announced at the State of Play, so we'll just roll time May into this. You play Sony. You play Sony. You play on a PlayStation and stuff like that. Is there anything that you want to see from Sony? Maybe some games, maybe some hardware stuff. Is there anything from Sony that you would see and go, huh, that's actually pretty cool?
Unless they show it and I actually see it, then
you're kind of just let me see what they show.
Unless they fix the bit in Cyberpunk where you can't romance Keanu.
What if they announce at the State of Play that only in the PlayStation version can you romance Keanu Reeves? You're gonna be like, I'm pre-ordering that shit right away. Hell yeah.
Pre-order back on.
Yeah, she's like, all right, fuck it, Greg. I'm gonna get a copy myself. I bet you we may get some more Death Stranding stuff. I mean, there was
another hour-long trailer.
Another hour-long.
Just as confusing trailer.
Every time I go to pay off more of my pre-order at GameStop for Death Stranding, when my camera's not blurry and my throat's not... for people who are just listening to this camera that I've got is an old webcam and it goes in and out. But anyway, one of the things is, I would talk about it, and every time they have something new, it's like, yeah, that was a thing. What the fuck is this game gonna be? But no, the most... I would say the most that I've ever seen is probably just like all the stuff that I've seen from it. It's just like it's gonna be a game, and I think half the reason why I pre-ordered it is just because I need to know firsthand what the fuck this game is actually gonna be.
Yep, it's a game.
Local
guide.
Yep, man, it's a game.
Huh?
We're referencing the video.
Oh,
where
yes.
It's a Walmart. It's like, Death Stranding. Yep, it's a game. 3 out of 5 stars.
Because, like, how do you summarize Death Stranding? Yep, it's a game.
Damn. That's pretty crazy. But, oh no, I am realizing that, you guys are running at, like, quarter speed right now.
Cool.
Yeah, that's pretty fun. That's pretty great. May, go ahead and say something just really quick. This is great for a live show.
I really want some hot Cheetos right now.
What the fuck is going on with these skip frames? What does this mean? Oh, hold on. I know what I gotta do.
What does it mean?
Yeah, right. So, fun fact. Oh, boy. Because, the quality is way too high on the webcam because I needed to change something.
It's too high?
Yeah, it's pegged 1,000% right now. It's like the frames are just too high for you guys. Like, you guys have been going at like half speed this whole time, which has been fucking phenomenal, right? But well, let's I guess we should just go to plan B. We'll just go to the away screen. We'll just have the hardest reset logo, and we'll go ahead and just chat. And then whenever we show a video and stuff like that, we'll go ahead and
fine with me.
Do other stuff. Yeah, it means May, you could just kind of fall asleep and just not even pay attention to the podcast. It's all good. I realized because I had to change the settings for when we were recording the video that we did for August Reset. And May's just fucking leaving. That's awesome.
She's getting food, I think.
I don't even know what she's doing at this point. Oh, she's grabbing to snack them. Okay, cool. She's grabbing her food. Hell yeah. Oh, yeah, because you're not on camera, so you'll be able to do that. She's
grabbing her cookies.
I do want to apologize to everybody. I'm just doing some tweaks right now. That'll go right there. That'll go right there. That'll be pretty great. Let's see. That's the chat box. Chat box can go here. I know, right?
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, did you dip it in the peanut butter? Yeah, I did that the other night. It was actually really that's really good. What's up?
Oh no, Red.
When did you buy Bud Light?
It's been there since today.
He got it during Dickie's.
That's
yeah.
Fine. I didn't see it because I had opened the fridge same time.
Yeah.
Romana says apparently the internet and Twitch are all against me tonight.
Oh no, fucking rip. I just want to say I apologize to everyone for oh yeah, this is a thing. I do. I know, right? The best fucking podcast fodder.
Yep, this is this podcast.
Yeah, this is a this is a fucking podcast. It's the funny part is my webcam. I was moving just fine. You guys were literally like 5 seconds behind.
Oh sure, we're the problem.
Yeah, you guys are totally the fucking problem, don't you? Don't you know? Hell yeah! Alrighty. So until we need to cut away to a video. At least we'll still get to react and all that fun stuff. So hell yeah! All right, so now that we got some snackums and stuff like that. Anyway, so PlayStation's State of Play. I'm really fucking excited to check out what the fuck we got in store. Super excited for that Last of Us shit. Hell yeah!
Release date.
Yeah. Here's the thing, and I guess we're gonna be switching on over to this already. Or well, actually no, not quite yet. So
we're just gonna share the peanut butter.
There you go. Yeah. So JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was in the news this week, and not for some good news. According to Anime News Network, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Part 5 animation director claims he hasn't been paid. Here's what the article says: JoJo Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind animator Kohei Ashiya. I'm so sorry for the butchered Japanese. Wrote a thread on Twitter claiming that he has not been paid for his work on the series, despite the final episode airing over 2 months ago. Ashiya wrote that he worked on the show from its first episode and noted, perhaps sarcastically, that he was allowed to participate for free! ! Just to make sure there's no misunderstanding, he wrote, I didn't agree to something like that. Something like, I'll work as a volunteer. The first episode of JoJo's Bizarre Adventure Golden Wind premiered on October 2018. He wrote that he had no guarantees he would be paid for his contributions, but he survived and will watch for future developments. Ashiya ended by saying that he didn't want to hurt the passion and love of the staff and the cast have for the series, and will conclude talking on the matter for now. He expressed his continued love for the franchise. The same love is true for the young creators who will continue to support the industry. Their memory of my tweet could prevent their heartbreak, he wrote. Animated by David Productions. Just kind of going into information about it as a whole. So I'm going to put it to Mira, since May's in the middle of eating a cookie right now. Mira, when you read this news, what did you think about this shit?
It's pretty shitty.
Yeah, it's like
pay your animation team.
Yeah, you're kind of fucking
especially with this show.
Yeah, I mean,
a lot of people love this show. You pay the people involved, or else it might start to suffer.
A little bit, yeah, it might start to suffer. May, this is your first time hearing of the story, but what do you think after hearing that this is kind of how the animation director has been treated?
I'm not surprised, because there's actually been cases of some animators working in Japan that actually don't get paid, or they get paid very
really
little.
So this is the thing.
This is more common.
Yeah, there's some animators that don't get paid well.
Wow.
Oh, don't get paid well.
Yeah, so I'm honestly hearing something like this, I'm not surprised, sadly.
I mean, it still sucks, right? But it's like, what if this
at least pay them something. Jesus.
Well, is there like a rationale for why they would just not pay their actors and whatnot?
Because from what I read an article ages ago, Animation Japan's actually it's not that well paid.
Really?
Yeah, it actually.
Unless it's like
wow,
Kiwani.
Okay.
Unless it's Kiwani, but a lot from what I don't remember what article it was, but I read somewhere that certain companies it does not pay well. It's not worth it, really.
it just sounds like animation as a whole is just
it's rough. It's a rough career.
Well,
it's literally a passion project.
You had the whole thing with Rooster Teeth getting into some controversy because of the fact of their whole like Gray was not a good animation director. And like even though he was a great animator, he wasn't a good director, and because he was not wasn't great at direct or running a team, because he wasn't good at running a team, he basically was the animation department really fucking suffered. And you've heard about like the proverbial like the Cartoon Network sweatshops, as they called it, battery is running low. Oh,
you never plugged it in.
Oh, I never plugged it in. I bet you that's why. Oh my god, this is the best, worst podcast. I bet you that's why the camera was running slow. Oh shit, I bet you that's why.
Why would the charger have anything to do with that?
Because it's running at not full capacity as far as power goes.
Because he doesn't have it plugged in, so it's not.
Yeah.
He has the laptop set to where if it's not plugged in, it's not full capacity.
Yes. So I was wondering why we're having such issues. That would fucking explain why. Okay. Well, shit. The most professional podcasts, if we ever have a best and worst, this is definitely going in the worst. This is a rough start to the podcast. But if I were to go here real quick, go ahead and... Now you guys are moving just fine.
Aw, damn.
God damn it. God fucking damn it. Okay.
She's like, alright, let me put the cookies away.
You don't have to put the cookies away. I mean, I know why you are, but you don't have to put the cookies away.
You got milk on your lip. There you go.
You're good to go. But anyway, so yeah, it's like I knew it was an issue. I knew it was an issue in the West, but I didn't know it was this big of an issue in the East as well. What do you know? Do you remember any specifics, or just you've seen these articles in the past?
It's a lot of articles that like Anime News Network tends to report on.
Right. Yeah. It's sad that that's a thing, especially because like. Animation, a lot of people have so many issues when it comes to working for an animation house just in general because of deadlines and shitty directors and maybe companies that they're working with and stuff like that. I don't know. It's just really sad.
And that's not even getting into like if you need to redo some of the animation.
Oh my god, like all of the anime
the rough episodes that don't get fixed before they aired.
Oh my god, like
Dramatical murder.
I'm about to say, I'm thinking specifically of that dramatical murder thing where Alba's face looks like a fucking it got fucking
his
punched.
Hoodie, like the hood of it grew like twice its size, and it made his head look so small.
It's funny to laugh at, don't get me wrong, like, but at the same time, like
and that animation itself, like the movements for some of the characters, so janky.
Really?
When Ren was running, he looks so like
he was
janky.
Like
it did not look believable at all.
That's funny. I mean, it's sad, but it's also really funny. Don't get me wrong. But yeah, it
was really funny watching it the first time.
Yeah, true.
Before it got fixed.
Funny watching it the first time, but yeah, it's just but like that does tie into a very important deal of there are massive amounts of issues when it comes to just the way that those animations happen, because things like that happen because they're so run dry that they just don't have the time. Yeah. And it's really, really sad. But you know what? I think I think we don't have anything else to say other than that sucks. And I hope that the situation does get rectified. I don't know if any of you guys have anything else you want to say about it.
Pay your people.
Pay your people. Anything else you want to say? Just, I think that guy should just go up to the building and just Jojo pose, like, for 20 hours straight and be like,
For 20 hours?
Just give me my fucking money. Like, come on, let's go.
Just get everybody else to Jojo pose behind
Get
him.
the whole crew and the cast, like, the Japanese cast and everyone to just Jojo pose in front of the office building and be like, pay this man! Oh, man. Well, that's the only kind of sad bit that we got right now. But it's time to go into the fun zone, the meme zone. We're starting with a little bit of a creepier thing. Oh, nope, son of a bitch. That's going to have copyrighted music. No, I had to mute it. So this comes to us directly from directly from IGN, but this was a pretty great mod
Oh.
for Resident Evil. So somebody decided to mod Mr. X to look like Pennywise from I have it muted right now, so all of a sudden you turn the corner and there's fucking Pennywise. May, what would you do? Or no. I don't want to ask a what would you do situation on this.
No, go ahead.
No. Okay, no. What would you do? She would shit her pants.
I would not play this game.
Not even for Leon?
No, this game's
You're like,
scary.
Leon, I just can't do this shit anymore.
No.
Leon, I'll see you in 4.
My fear overrules my horniness.
That's the name of the podcast.
I think we found the name of the podcast, regardless of if it fucks up the search algorithm. My fear.
My fear outweighs my horniness.
I mean, I don't blame you. I really do not blame you. Mira, I mean, number one, what would you do? But the question I was going to ask is, do you feel that there's anything creepier that could have been modded in for Mr. X?
Trump, probably.
Getting
A
political.
giant spider, because I know you didn't play it.
Oh, fuck. Well, wait, hold on.
Aren't there spiders in the game?
I was going to say, isn't Pennywise a spider? Spoiler alert.
Wait, what?
Well, I mean, like, legit a giant spider, because you guys don't like spiders, so it has to be like a giant,
What if
big,
it's like the spider in Limbo?
big giant.
Oh, God, yeah.
Because Limbo has a giant spider.
So you say a giant spider. I would probably say a yaoi fangirl.
No.
With the yaoi power.
No. A super crazy K-pop fan.
Oh, God. Yeah,
They're scary.
That's definitely worse. Hell yeah. Okay, I was trying to find the article for the next one, but so yeah, that was a thing. I'll tell you what else was another thing. This was no, I don't want to use an email address at all for this next one. So next in the meme zone. So I love how I'm calling this a meme zone. We don't have an actual name for this. And I'm doing something new with this. Well, the thing is that I'm also doing something new with this, where I'm double loading the articles, so I can read it on my computer, but I can also have it up here for you guys. Mm-hmm. So this was a pretty wild story to see unfold on Twitter this week. Guy by the name of Joe.
I'm not even gonna try.
Oh God.
Manganello.
He's apparently a wrestler. Rosalie Turley.
He's gonna come in here and be like, "That's
Dungeons and Dragons." So
he's gonna come in here and be like, "That's not how you say my name."
There was this wrestler, this guy right here. He had posted this photo of him at the gym saying, "I don't play Dungeons and Dragons," and I think
it was a response to Matt that he posted that for.
No, this was not a response at all. He just posted this out of the blue saying, "I don't play Dungeons and Dragons."
Oh, okay.
So,
with the way the post looked originally.
No, so this guy
response.
just, I don't know, he's in wrestling. Apparently I don't know wrestling terms. He's a bad guy, basically, in wrestling.
Robot might know.
Robot would probably know the term. I think it's a heel. I don't know. But
that's what people kept saying.
Another wrestler decided to chime in saying, "I do." And then it kept getting fucked from there. So, well, it then comes good guy Matthew Mercer, who replied to it saying, "Sounds like you probably had a bad introduction to D&D, friend. No worries, I did too. With the right group and a bit of trust, you'll have the time of your life. Heck, maybe Brian Cutler can run a game for you after he picks you up off the mat."
Heart emoji.
Heart emoji.
And people are like, "Yeah, way to go, Matt. You took the bait." And it's like, no, have you never heard of teasing? Have you never heard of a joke?
The thing is that, like, yeah, maybe he can run a game for you after he's done wiping the floor with you. Like, he's kind of in
that's
on the
a
meme.
ribbing.
He's kind of like he's being sincere about sounds like you had a bad time, but it's also like, yeah, you should try again after your ass is done being peeled off of the mat. It's like, oh, there's a long con to this, but there you go. Mm-hmm. I like this one. This is from a woman by the name of Claire Grant that just goes, "I do." Which, yeah, I mean, that's fucking awesome. And then someone, this one's pretty great. This one says, "Bro, I have no idea who you are, but give me one game and I bet you'll think it's pretty fun in the end. Grab a few buddies, I'll run, help you make a character, all that. How about that?" This one was my favorite. I don't have the full photo. This one is like, I do play D&D. I can also deadlift your ass.
She's got some muscle. I've
Dude,
seen the full photo.
I'm bringing the tweet up right now from what she looks like. She is fucking shredded, dude. Yeah, look how fucking ripped she is, dude. Yeah, she could deadlift his ass, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like she's shredded, man. And those are the only replies that they had. So
I think who was the guy that got named in Matt's tweet?
Brian Cutler.
I think he replied too.
Did he reply?
I think so.
Huh.
Because I know there was
There was a fuckload of replies to this.
There was another photo, and I want to say his handle was in one of the replies and said, "I do too."
Oh, yeah. Here's the pinned tweet right here. He posted this in his Soldier 76 shirt that says, "I do." There he is right there. He fucking plays. He's also gonna fucking wipe that dude out, dude. Man, so I just gotta ask May. So you don't really play Dungeons and Dragons. You jokingly shit talk, and all that fun stuff. What do you think of people who do this shit? Like, they're kind of like, oh, hey, look at me, I'm tough. I don't play Dungeons and Dragons.
I just ignore them because if I ignore them and don't give them attention, then nobody cares. They're just.
Very
I
true,
think he's just he's just doing it for attention.
Some people were saying that like he was playing his character apparently.
Well, because apparently when he replied to Matt, it was like super snooty and just fucking all out rude.
Well,
it was just like, there's really no need for that, dude.
Well, yeah, some people are sitting there saying, "Oh yeah, he took the bait." Da da da. I'm just like,
he said something to the effect of, "I don't care if your character is like a level 95 wizard or some bullshit or whatever." And I was just like, dude, you don't have to be rude.
Yeah.
Unfortunately,
you could just be like, "It's not my jam," and just leave it at that.
Yeah, but you also got to realize there are people that they just, because it's the internet, and because he is a famous wrestler, some people when they're famous, they're just like, I could say whatever I want, and nobody cares.
Also, wrestling has a really dedicated fan base.
Yeah.
Also, wrestling is garbage. Hot take.
Never really got into wrestling that much. Really didn't.
Used to watch it whenever I was a kid with my cousins.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, speaking of Dungeons and Dragons, this is an actual screen cap from a Kotaku article. This is a tragedy. It's a truck carrying game dice spills onto the highway, rolls a perfect 756,000. Another one. Let me see if I can find the other one because you had another one that was actually really good.
Because the other one said the actual attack.
The other one had rolled a fuckload of damage. It was pretty great. When I'm not. Oh, there it is, right there. I found it. Okay, so this other one, it said truck spills dice, deals 216,000 d6 bludgeoning damage to freeway. To which to help have you that to have that make sense for you. To have that make sense for you. When you do damage, as we did in the one shot, your bow did like 1d8 of damage. It's saying that the took like a d6, the square, 216,000 d6 of that, and so there's a lot. It's a lot of damage. Honestly, it's pretty. That was just a fun little thing. Let's see. I can skip a couple of these most likely. I am going to do this one though. So Sean Bean is in the news recently. This was a really funny article to read. So Sean Bean is sick of playing characters who die, and he has gotten to the point of he is now no longer going to be playing characters who die.
I think the article said it was 21 characters out of the 23 years he's...
Yeah, it's quite a lot, honestly. May, thoughts, questions, concerns, complaints about Sean Bean no longer dying in movies?
I like Sean Bean. I think he's a good actor.
He's great. He's a fantastic actor. My introduction to him was Lord of the Rings.
Same here.
Yeah.
With as Boromir, right?
Yeah, he was Boromir. I was like, why am I blanking on the name?
Wait for it.
Yeah, why was I blanking on the name?
I was about to say he was the king. I'm like, wait, no, he wasn't the king.
No,
he was the king in Final Fantasy Kingsglaive 15.
He was? Yeah.
He was.
And he fucking died in Kingsglaive.
To be technical, though, it was him that died because someone else voiced the king in the game. So technically, in the movie, he still lived.
Huh.
So, to be very technical, when he voiced the character, he lived. But
Mira, your thoughts?
Long live the meme.
It's an end of an era. That was the memes. Like, if Sean Bean was cast as a character, it was a 50-50 chance that he was going to die in the movie. But
I feel like we need to have a gif of like that scene of Ned's death in Game of Thrones, but just have like a post that says, you know, meme of like Sean Bean dying, Sean Bean saying he's no longer gonna play. Cuts.
I guess Sean Bean sends his regards then. I don't know. It's pretty fucking great.
The beans send the regards.
The beans send their regards. That was awesome. That was fucking funny. There was another bit of movie news. So we're in the land of remakes right now, and there are talks that they might be doing a Princess Bride remake.
Reboot.
Remake, reboot, whatever. Remake and reboot are like two words. Like in movies, they're two words for the same thing.
Basically, they're gonna
remake the movie, but they're also rebooting it.
Basically, what this article is saying is they're going to be making one of the
They're going to be making
mistakes.
a big mistake, is what people are saying. May, what would you think of a reboot?
Unless the summary sounds really good, the trailer's really good, and there's actors I really like, I won't even watch it.
The only thing I said is that the only reason you'd watch it is if Oscar Isaac was in Montoya. Like, that would be the only thing that I would say.
Or if Keanu Reeves got in the movie somehow, I will go watch that movie. Or even Sebastian Stan. Otherwise,
oh my god.
I will not watch it. That was me with another movie or something that they said they were gonna... Oh no, it was the Eternals movie where I said unless it
I remember
unless it really grabs my attention, I'm not even gonna watch it.
Right. Mira, I already know you're a hard fucking no. So instead of answering the question, because I know you're saying fuck that, I'm not watching that. Would you like to tell me what Carrie Elwes said? Is it Elwes? Elwes. Fucking his name.
Carrie Elwes.
All I'm going to say is I'm going to let you give the response and stuff like that. All I'm going to say is fuck that reboot. Like, I don't want that reboot at all. I don't want that to be a reboot at all. Anyway, go ahead. The floor is yours.
I don't remember his exact words, but basically it's like, to the extent of people are looking to remake this, it would be a big mistake.
Right.
To touch this.
It would be a big mistake to touch that. Yeah.
And honestly, can confirm, because after reading the book, I've kind of learned it's like there were certain actors that were going to be the only choice for some of those actors.
I totally get you.
And like trying to do those now, especially with Andre the Giant.
Oh yeah, his character was specifically for him.
No one else in my mind can play Fezzik after I saw that movie.
Right. Well, then you told me the story about it, and I was like, oh hell, man. Okay, this one is So long story short, fuck that reboot.
The world is at a consensus. Do not fucking touch.
Yeah, everyone is saying we don't want this.
It's perfection.
Yeah. So this was pretty great. You shared this with me the other morning. This guy got really drunk and emailed his teacher. And I don't want to share this. I want to share this with you. This was incredible. Okay. So this guy got drunk and emailed his teacher.
I have seen this.
Yeah. He got drunk and emailed his teacher. His teacher actually responded.
Yep.
So the email said, Mr. Martin, just letting you know you're a motherfucking G, and I'm sorry that you're bald, LOL. If you can, if you want, I can hook you up with a girl who can get your hair back and keep you banging. Also, I need to ask you for an extension on my paper. I'm really fucked right now, and will be sick as fuck tomorrow. Keep slaying, boy, and I forgot to do school loop again. I love you and see you. Love you to see you Monday. Good fucking yard, Patrick Davison, sent from my iPhone. Patrick, this is the teacher's response. Patrick, sounds like you had a great night. I will extend your paper deadline to Wednesday at 11:59 p.m. It must be submitted on turnin.com. Please refer to my syllabus for information on how to submit your paper. I appreciate concern for my bald head. My wife likes it, and I don't get paid enough to get hair implants. On side note, what were you drinking last night? Next time you email me, I'd like a bottle of whatever you had so I don't have to remember what you said. Good yard, Mr. Martin.
Can you imagine being so drunk that you sent that, and then the next morning you go into your email and you see that and you go...
You see your teacher reply to an email you sent, you're just like, what the fuck did I do?
Knowing that you have to go and see them face to face in a couple days.
May.
What's a good yard?
Like, have a good night, I think.
Well, let's find out, because I actually do not have an idea at all.
I would just assume.
Good yard.
Urban Dictionary.
So good yard... If you're sober, a good yard is a nice bit of green space by your house A waiter for about the distance here. Okay. If you're writing an email after a few too many drinks, you might find yourself signing off "good yard" instead of a typical "good night." If you're sober, a good yard is a nice bit of green space in your house, or refers to a distance about a yard. Good yard becomes humorous way to say good night thanks to a viral 2015 email from a high school student.
Oh, so that's what that was.
A teacher, yeah.
So it's basically like good night.
It's basically saying good night, but you fucked up and you said good yard instead.
Have a good yard.
Have a good yard. So I'm not going to do the other one of these because there's a massive copyright issue, but I am going to show this. I could have showed this last podcast. So recently, so Slipknot just finished up their tour right now, and there was a great endearing video of an old woman enjoying a Slipknot concert. That was pretty great. I have it muted so we don't get copyright claim. The other one, I'll just say what the other one was. So here we are, all the Slipknot fans are there, and then there's the old lady just chilling there. They just finished up their song "Spit It Out," and she's all. Does she have a hearing aid? She has earplugs in because it's super loud. Okay. And she's like, "Yay! There you go."
Aww.
And she was just sitting there watching Slipknot play.
I can just imagine her being like, "That's my grandson up there."
Right. So, like, May, how endearing is that?
Music is for everybody.
Music is for everyone. I fucking love it. Mira, what do you think of that wholesome shit?
That is cute.
So the other one that I had, that because of the fact that you got to hear the karaoke track in order to get it, and I just don't want the copyright strike, was there was a mom who went to a karaoke night and sang "Bodies" from Drowning Pool.
Oh, God.
Which that song is
Let the Bodies
yeah.
Hit the Floor.
Yeah, you know that one.
That song.
What?
I know that song.
You know that one. There you go.
It's kind of the only Drowning Pool song that anyone would know.
That's very true.
That's a song I rock out to in my car sometimes.
Oh, yeah. There you go. So, speaking of rocking out, so this is
this going to be what I think it is?
Yes. This is why we were listening to the Village People on our way to the Mortal Kombat thing last night. So, there's a metal and rock, like punk rock music festival. I say metal and punk rock. It's a rock and metal show called Riot Fest, and they have everything from like Slayer to Blink-182 to they had a all-female punk band Bikini Kill there.
I've heard of them.
Yeah, it's like, so you're familiar with Bikini Kill. It's like
it's like an older group, I think.
Yeah, they've been around
like
since
80s,
at least late 80s, early 90s. Mm-hmm. Very, very, very well known in the punk scene, and it's so you got a lot of these heavy bands, right? Well, who was also there was your friends in the Village People. And the Village People to a bunch of rock and metal fans. And the rock and metal fans just had a good old fucking time. And let's see, let me get to my favorite part. Where's the wall of death that happens? So it's I'm just gonna cue it up right here.
Are we able to unmute it for like a second?
I'm going to unmute it for a few seconds. I'm going to maybe take a copyright hit just on this one because it's live music.
We're not making money off of it.
We're not. Anyway. We don't make money on this shit anyway, but I want people to be able to at least. So, let me unmute it. So,
it's coming up.
Yeah. So, these are all a bunch of rock and metal fans just having a good time. And then it's
here we go.
There it is.
They're all running to get in the YMCA.
Hell yeah!
I also love the dude that's wearing a construction hat.
The construction hat with the wife beater. I love it.
Or as Game Grumps calls it, the A shirt.
The A shirt. Oh yeah.
Not the wife beater.
There's another video when they were doing Macho Man, and I'm just gonna go to the beginning of this one because this one's pretty great.
Uh-oh.
I got it over here. Don't worry about it. I just wanted to bring this over here. This was
Luigi.
Yeah, the Luigi. That was pretty great. So they also played. I mean, they played a whole set. But they also had this video of Macho Man. Look at these people. Look at how hyped they are for Macho Man.
Someone's got a pineapple.
Oh my god.
I just noticed that.
Oh, that's so fun. That is awesome. I love it. And then Look how wild that crowd is.
Oh, where's the crowd surfing bit?
That's in
there was a really like good moment in there.
I think that was in a. There's one dude. It was in a YMCA. YMCA had the awesome crowd surfing moment. All right, I'm going back to it. Don't worry.
Okay. I was gonna say because that moment was actually really cool.
Yeah.
Because there's a dude in
a walker. There's
a
dude in a walker right there. That was pretty great. But before that. Now they're like, hey, look, crowd surfers, and there's the crowd surfers. Crowd surfing to village people. Hell yeah. And then there's the dude in the walker.
I'd crowd surf to village people.
Hell yeah, dude. That was, mate. How, you don't really go to concerts all that much, right? But the question I just gotta go is like, how fucking awesome was that at a music festival that people were going crazy for village people? Would you go that nuts for village people? That's incredible. Mira. I was showing you these videos. What you were like, you got village people stuck in your head after this. What
I still have YMCA in my head right now.
It's pretty great. But what did you think when you saw that? Especially after I told you the kind of music festival that it actually was. Oh man. Good. I saw that article, I was just like, wait, hold on.
You're like, what a time to be alive.
Yeah, right. I was like, oh, that's so good. All right, now I gotta kill the dead air for this next thing. That's all the Area 51 stuff. We're gonna get to Area 51.
Well, the AC kicked on. So
the AC did kick on.
Now you don't have to kill the dead air.
Yeah, that is very true. Oh, this is pretty great. May, do you know what Bernie Sanders looks like?
Old.
Yes. Okay. You know the post I got, Mira. So.
And bald.
He's balding.
Ish.
Yeah. So Danny DeVito tweeted recently.
Oh, I saw this. You showed it to me.
Oh, did I show this to you?
No, I showed it to you.
Oh, she showed it to me.
Yeah.
That's when we were
people
recording
telling
the
me
video.
I look like Ireland's president. People keep telling me that Ireland's president looks like Bernie Sanders. It looks like a combination of me and Bernie Sanders, and they're not wrong.
Yep.
Looks like me playing Bernie Sanders.
Look at that! Like, holy shit! Like, that's a guy that means business.
Danny DeVito could go into a lookalike contest with this dude and probably lose.
Absolutely.
Did you see that comment right there? Bernie, the musical, starring Danny DeVito.
Oh, I fucking love that.
Can we like put this Kickstarter together?
Oh my god, like
Bernie Sanders
the story of Bernie Sanders.
It's like Hamilton, only with Bernie.
As played by
Danny DeVito.
Danny DeVito. Okay. So this is the video.
I think he can fit time between.
I kind of swapped these two, but this is the video I was looking for.
He can fit time between It's Always Sunny.
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. So I just want to get your reaction, babe, and May to this.
I've seen this.
May showed this video to me. This is pretty.
This is
pretty
clips
gold.
of Claude from Fire Emblem, like basically in different parts of the game.
Do we need to mute it?
No. It's the game. It's dialogue. You're good to go. Oh, well, I guess I accidentally muted it myself. Never forget.
GG.
Oh, man, it's all...
Suddenly feeling dizzy. Oh, so dizzy. We'll have to talk about this later. Set to instruct me in the art of snobbery, Professor Lawrence. But if it's something silly like my ancestors were cursed, therefore I'm cursed, you should know that I won't accept that nonsense. Draw your sword.
Are these legit lines?
These are legit lines.
This is legit the game. Like, this is his support conversations with the Golden Deer.
Okay. So yeah, I could try calling out "Daddy" from behind him when he least expects it. But
Nope.
you grasp me any day. My hand, my heart, even my neck. Come now, face me like the hero of legend that you are. Anyway, hold the dizziness. Bye. Extra teeth.
Oh no! God damn it! Stop it! I don't know.
Mute the TV.
I realize that I've had the desktop audio muted this whole fucking time.
Good job.
That's magical. But they've had the audio coming in from our
Good job.
Our microphone though. So that means I might have to play this whole fucking thing again.
Good one.
I know, right?
Ah!
Facebook sucks. I hate it.
Andrew and Jesse, virgins until college.
What the?
Oh, it's Big Mouth.
I don't stop it. I don't care. Fucking leave.
Virgins until college. Ooh, I'm dizzy.
Oh my fucking god!
Just keep it like this.
This podcast is.
Don't full screen it. Just keep it like this.
I'll do that.
Later. I'm suddenly feeling dizzy. Oh, so dizzy. We'll have to talk about this later. See, there's a graveyard over here. My apprentice is some of those ghosts you ate so much.
I love his laugh.
Struck me in the art of snobbery, Professor Lawrence. But if it's something silly like my ancestors were cursed, therefore I'm cursed, you should know that I won't accept that nonsense. Draw your sword, Lycia. If you wish to continue studying, you must first defeat me in battle. Oh, I think I could come down with a stomachache. We'll talk later, okay? Okay, see ya. I can try.
Stomachache. Clutches at his head.
Least expects it. I'd let you grasp me any day. My hand, my heart, even my neck. Come now, face the legend that you are. Anyway, all the dizziness. Bye.
Anyway, all the dizziness.
See you later.
The future's great. You can totally fuck robots now. See you later. Nay, how much do you love Claude? How much of a meme lord is he? He's fantastic. Mira, how does it feel that I'm going to leave you for Claude from Fire Emblem Three Houses?
It's a step up from Rin from Free.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
Honestly, Claude.
Compare. Okay, Rin, Claude. Okay.
Claude isn't nearly as damaged as Rin.
No, but Claude he has
his
some
damage.
stuff.
We all have our shit.
But I would say if I had to pick two, if I was in Greg's shoes, I had to pick two. I'm gonna pick Claude. Load's better.
You wouldn't pick either. You'd pick Dimitri.
Well, I'm just saying out of those two, Dimitri is not in the
between
picture.
the
Now, if Dimitri steps in, then yeah, I mean, automatically, I'm gonna go to
My
Dimitri.
favorite thing was you've been sharing the bingo.
Oh,
Favorite
yes.
character bingo, and I was like, well, I guess I'll lose.
Did you ever see my response?
Yes, I did see
You're
your
lame.
response.
Yes.
Absolutely. I'm so excited. I'm so sorry. I'm queuing up this next one. This one's just absurd. From Movie Web. So Chrissy shared this with us, and
Is this legit?
This is
Why?
You'll talk about it we'll talk about it in a moment.
Oh, this actually is legit. Okay.
I'm checking, make sure that 10 signed. Okay, so is no, that's just saying Movie Web is an entertainment news website, video brand, longest running of its kind. Movie Web is an entertainment site. They launched.
It's a legit site.
It's a legit site. So for anyone who wants to see, 50 Cent.
For everyone fact checking, no, this is not The Onion.
No, this is not The Onion, but 50 Cent wants to direct an
MCU
film as long as it doesn't take too much time. Some choice cuts from this article. This came because he directed an episode of a Star show, Power, which it's like a superhero thing. I don't know. But this big quote right here is that now that I'm a big director and all, Stars can't afford to pay me to do another episode of Power. I think I'll do the next Marvel movie if it doesn't require too much time. LOL.
This is not gonna happen.
Obviously 50 Cent is joking around. You can read what he had to say about directing Power and taking the MCU next. So the reason why I brought this up is 50 Cent was fucking around. He was just like, yeah, I'm totally a big shot director, so I'm gonna go direct a Marvel movie because Stars can't pay me enough. But the question that I do have for everybody at the
Who's
table,
watching Stars anymore?
Wait, why won't Kylo Ren's dark side please everybody? Says
what?
the Star Wars writer. Right there.
Wait, what?
Kylo Ren's
Kylo
dark
Ren's
side
dark side
won't please everyone. Why not?
Because
Won't please everyone.
no one hates Star Wars more than Star Wars.
I thought
fans.
everyone liked Kylo Ren. I don't like.
I mean, they liked him enough to make an SNL skit out of him.
Oh, with
Matt the radar technician.
with
Hell
Adam
Matt the
Driver.
Radar,
yeah. Well, the skit was
Matt the Radar Tech.
So, my actual question is, if you could either upcoming Marvel film or past Marvel film have, you could have 50 Cent direct instead. Starting with Mira, what would you want to have 50 Cent direct in the MCU? Past Marvel film or upcoming Marvel film?
The really bad Hulk movie.
Ooh, yeah. Can you imagine a Blood in the Sand treatment of fucking
Hence why I picked the bad Hulk movie.
May.
Can I opt out? Because I've never seen any of his works. I don't know.
He's only directed an episode of a TV
is
show.
Is music even any good?
Well...
Maybe back in the 90s?
Well, no, he's early 2000s.
Or was... I thought he was...
He was early 2000s,
okay, never mind.
yeah.
Well, point still stands.
The thing is just the... You don't have to do based on his work.
Oh, okay.
Just based off the name. 50 Cent.
Like, who he is.
I don't have to go with limited knowledge because I actually don't know who he really is.
If you were to have a Marvel film in the past directed by him,
I guess The Dark World, just because.
I was just about to say, can you imagine if 50 Cent directed Thor: The Dark World?
No, because Christopher Eccleston.
But that movie is just not.
But you get the
good.
game though. No, okay. Yeah, no, that movie.
You get the game.
No, that's the name of the rapper. The game.
No, but I'm just saying, like, it seems like you're saying, like, we're getting a game of that movie.
No. Oh, God. Can you imagine how shitty a game? Romano is saying Claude's echoing LOL, get in line, bitch. Claude is mine.
Y'all can have him.
Yeah, you love shit Mitri, so.
She likes Claude.
Claude is the best. Claude is the best in Three Houses. And if anyone thinks otherwise, then they're wrong. Plain and simple. You're wrong, man. Suya, I know you don't listen to this podcast, but you're wrong.
So his favorite is not Claude.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh.
He's wrong because he doesn't like Claude.
Oh, okay.
Basically
I'm saying if Claude isn't your favorite,
Claude.
you're wrong. So Suya is wrong. You are wrong.
I don't have an opinion.
You don't have an opinion.
I don't play.
So let's get into the real shit. Let's get into the big reason why we are here today. So there was.
I thought the reason we were here today is because we can't do a podcast for the next 2 weeks.
The reason we are gathered here on the 22nd of September.
Yeah. So something magical happened. Meme magic happened. A spectacle unlike any other, and that was the Area 51 raid. We talked last week because it was coming out that a bunch of the actual events had been canceled. I think the guy had said he had canceled it himself. But lo and behold, people were still there. People still attended. On the eve, I know we talked about it on the podcast, but as it was coming up, we'll start with Mira. Did you think anything was going to happen?
I knew people were still going to try and go.
Right.
Because it doesn't matter if you close the initial event or not. People are still going to be like, oh, well, YOLO.
YOLO. Yeah, no, that makes sense. May, did you think
Clap
people were going to show?
Cheeks.
Clap those alien cheeks. Yeah, you're right. I didn't know how big it was going to be, and it turned out to be there's a bunch of news sites that are shitting on the whole event and stuff like that. But I would say the most legendary thing needs to go to this individual right here, and you know who I'm talking about.
Cue the Naruto theme.
Well, yeah, let me bring this up right now.
We are fighting dreamers.
This man, this legend, Naruto ran behind
This dude was finishing up his report.
It was the end of the report, and then it's like he's literally saying, "Now back to you at the studio." As he runs back, and as the best part is on the news broadcast. As they cut back to the news broadcast, the guy at the newsroom is in the middle of laughing. He's like, "Oh, thank you very much." It was It was
live
magical.
Reporting.
Live reporting. One of my other favorite things. So let me bring up these beautiful photos.
You crazy son of a bitch! You did it.
You did it, you crazy son of a bitch. Alrighty, so let's take a look at some of the photos. So.
Whew.
That's actually quite a few people.
Look at all those vehicles.
That's
in the
quite a few people.
They're so organized.
When I'm not knocking over
the shit.
Yeah, right. Yeah, it's like they had a group. They had a group of people. And then it's pretty great.
I found my alien buddy.
Yeah, right. We got the alien buddy. That's
as good
people
as long
actually at the area.
As good as long as any hole doesn't get poked into.
Yeah,
the skin.
right. Absolutely. Save ET from the government.
What's with this flag in the back?
That's the Russian flag?
Is it?
Is that a Czech flag or a Russian flag? It's an Eastern Bloc nation flag.
That can't be the Russian flag.
It's an Eastern Bloc nation. Is it a Czech flag? Someone in the comment will be able to correct this for me.
Romano, what flag is this?
What fucking flag is that? Holy shit.
We watched Italia. What flag is
we
that?
We watched Italia. Oh my god.
What?
Oh man. Let's see. What other there's so many memes that came out of this. So Cat Cosplay decided to have a photo. So May, so you know, there's a Russian character in the new season of Stranger Things.
That everyone loves.
That everyone loves. He drinks cherry Slurpees, right? It was a cherry Slurpee? What was it?
It's cherry.
I forget what was the guy's name? Alexi. So
Alexi
Cat Cosplay decided to just meme it up a little bit and is like,
what was the
watching the Area 51 raid, like, it's just, look at that cat. He's just sitting there, not actually drinking a Slurpee. Romano is also commenting that Claude is indeed the best boy. You shows how much the delay is.
It's fine.
It's all good.
Her internet might also be on the fritz.
That is very true.
So that might be a double lag.
So there's some contention on whether this photo is legit or not. Some people are saying that it's not. Oh no, it's true. It is fucking true, and they posted the receipts. So actually, I think I need to show the other one first to just for context. So there was a GoFundMe that was started. It was called Food So We Can Clap Alien Cheeks, and they only raised $162.
Sorry?
Yeah, they're hungry. It's like hamburgers, hot dogs, and drinks for our fellow alien cheek clappers.
No.
Clapping those alien cheeks is what Romano is saying. Nay, I gotta ask, are you surprised there was a GoFundMe? You're not surprised that there was a GoFundMe.
There was one somebody made about potato salad. Do you remember this?
The potato salad one was the best!
And he only needed, so this guy, as a joke, he was like, he wanted to make potato salad. So he didn't know what kind, though. He started one.
It was like a $35 GoFundMe.
No, it was a $10 one.
Was it $10?
He made over like $1,000-something. People legit donated to this guy
to make potato
salad.
Yeah,
it was a legit thing.
It was awesome.
So,
feed me.
So if that can get funded,
no, the 35. Okay, the 35 was there was a $35 tier that was you get a $35 incentive that was you get to taste the potato salad.
Okay.
And it's like, I'll come over to your house and I'll give you a taste of the potato salad.
But yeah, it did get funded.
Well, they didn't actually have to worry about anything because our friends, we say friends.
I told you guys this was legit.
Okamoto Kitchen showed up. No, I knew this was legit.
Okay.
There was contention by some people, but then Okamoto decided, like, you thought we were joking? Oh, man, you think you were kidding? It's like, oh, man, can't wait for next week's webcomic. Oh, man, Mario plays fighting games with aliens. Hell yeah.
I'm trying to fucking figure out what flag that was.
You're trying to figure out the flag.
I'm trying so hard.
How did you feel about seeing that Okamoto Kitchen was going to be? Were you surprised by Okamoto Kitchen?
A little.
Yeah. I mean, Okamoto wanted to clap those alien cheeks. Absolutely they did. Let's see. There's so much going on with this. This was wholesome. So preseason hockey's going on right now, and since this is outside of Vegas, so the Vegas Golden Knights finished up a practice, or they finished up a game, and there was a kid dressed up as an alien.
Jar Jar.
It looks like Jar Jar, and so there was a kid dressed up as an alien on the day of the raid. So what they did was they gave the kid his own little Vegas Golden Knights jersey with that says Area 51 on it. Cute. Look at that. That was really cool. That was wholesome.
Cute.
Yeah, Area 51. That's God. Everyone was in on
that
this.
Is adorable.
I loved that so much.
That is adorable.
That Area 51 jersey and the kid in the alien outfit. They put that out during the raid. I was like, that's so cool. That's awesome. This is
Oh my god, I am trying so hard to find this flag. Like, I found it in a picture, but it doesn't say what it is underneath it, so I'm just like, fuck, which one is this?
So, this is just about that Naruto runner. The whole internet, that Naruto runner. It's pretty great. Some pretty good memes. A lot of good memes. And then, the... just straight memeing. It's another good meme right here. No, god damn it. It's not allowing me to... There we go.
Oh my god, come on. What flag is this? Damn it.
You're stuck on the flag. But Mira shared this on my wall. You shared a lot of memes on my wall.
Oh, yeah.
The Area 51 guards when they hear the Halo theme.
That's my favorite one.
The Chads are on their way. Oh, no.
That's my favorite one.
That's my favorite. That, and then the last one I'm going to show is my favorite. What is that?
I think I might know what flag that is now.
What flag is it?
Are you able to bring it up one more time? Or
yeah.
Just so I know I'm looking at the right one.
I'll bring it up in just a moment. Okay. So this is also my favorite. Why does your face malfunction? Request mutual limb enclosure. Permission granted. Naruto runners clap my cheeks. May, are you sad for that alien whose cheeks got clapped? Do you cry for those aliens whose cheeks got clapped?
Don't clap their cheeks.
Don't clap their... Ask consent before clapping the cheeks. How many times do we have to fucking say it? Ask for
Cosplay
consent.
is not consent.
Cheek clapping is not consent. Absolutely.
Okay, so
Alien is not consent.
Yes.
This is gonna be a legit question. When they say clap the cheeks, are they talking about which one? Which?
Spanking the ass cheeks. When they're clapping cheeks, it means you're going up in your...
Smacking their ass.
Oh, I was thinking of something else.
What were you thinking?
Oh.
Well, listen, I don't know what to say because it is.
Is it a 4-letter word?
It is kind of lewd.
So, say it.
I thought it's when, like, you do a girl in the butt, like, as you do it, like, it just...
Grab her cheeks.
It's as good, yeah.
You thought it was fucking a girl in the ass.
Yeah, and then the cheeks go boop, boop, boop as you're, like... You know what I'm talking about?
It's twerking, basically. It's twerking on a dick is what you're talking about.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
When rap songs say
I
make
found the
it
subtitle
clap,
of this episode.
when rappers in their songs say make it clap, they're having girls twerk and have the ass cheeks clap.
Oh. Okay.
But clapping cheeks, you're also smacking their ass.
Oh, okay, it's not as dirty as I thought then.
Naruto runners smack my ass.
Yeah, basically. Oh man, those poor aliens. Other things that happened. So Foo Fighters released an EP called Roswell on the day of the release. People were just happy that they kept a meme alive for so long. I am going to end this section.
Wait, bring up the flag real quick.
Well, hold on just one moment. I'll bring up the flag really quick.
Just to make sure I'm looking at the right one on here.
It's in the middle of the screen, right there.
Just press the escape button.
There we go. Okay, so we're looking for... Okay.
It's in here.
So...
Keep going.
There's
Okay.
the flag.
Yeah?
What flag is that?
That's North Korea.
Oh, wow. The North Korean flag. Oh, boy. Oh, boy.
I, hunted that down for a while.
You hunted that down. I love that GIF so much.
Oh my god.
But my favorite thing is the last one I'm going to bring up before we get on to getting to the end of this podcast is this incredible thing from Twitter. Since we talked about Fire Emblem earlier, it's just Claude. It's just Claude being the Naruto runner in front of Blythe, however you say his name. May, do you feel that this best encapsulates the...
How he looks tired and done? Yes. And that Claude is running? Yes, he would absolutely.
Claude would 1,000%.
I feel like Claude is the spark of...
He is.
He is, yeah.
He pretty much is.
You wanna know why? Because his color is yellow.
The house is very memey. They they do kind of silly things to win battles, all that kind of stuff.
But yeah, so that was the Area 51 raid. That was the end of our fun corner zone. So we just got a couple hardest reset stuff showing up.
Our exit interview, as it were.
Our exit interview. So we had a video come out yesterday. On the time we were streaming this, it came out on Saturday. It was the Midwest Reviews bringing Owensville, Missouri back to Mira out here in Southern California. May, did you have fun recording that video? What do you feel that you learned about her hometown?
That we didn't already know.
Let's just say it's a lot smaller than ours.
Yeah?
I was going to be like, we knew it was boring already, so that's
We
why
knew
I was
it was
like,
boring already.
Something we didn't already know.
That whole recording session, I was telling Romano today after you guys finished up playing D&D, that I legitimately have like, I want to release that full recording block, because even, like, the bits where we were reading as a grader reviews, there was just still such great stuff and stuff like that. And you haven't seen the final video, but Mira, you were there. I was up till past 3 a.m. finishing the editing on that video. What did you, because this was a video for you, what did you think of the video?
It was funny.
It was funny. What was your favorite part about it? Because the thing is just like you have a connection to the place because you lived there for a long time. So it's like, what was like kind of your favorite part about, like, whether it's the video or part of the recording process or the idea process?
The fact that I knew as many people as I did.
That was crazy. So the count at the end of the video was 4.5. It actually was 5.5.
Because we cut one out, didn't
we? We cut one out in the video because you knew someone.
They just didn't have a...
It wasn't as funny as of a review, so we kind of cut it from the final video. But you did know at least 5 people, and then you knew the last name.
One.
You knew the last name of one, so we did a 0.5. So that's how you know 5.5 people.
Mm-hmm.
My favorite part was just finding out that one of the people we found was one of your exes. That was like the most... And finding out...
Who dated a girl that used to date my stepbrother.
Which was some of the
Jerry.
Literally, that is like the most small town America thing I think I have ever heard. And that was... When that bit happened, like I said, I had this conversation with Romano and Reese after you guys finished D&D. But that was when I realized that, oh my god, this is going to be a wild video. Because you already recognized one person, you're like... So, this is awkward.
I worked with that dude.
Yeah, like, you worked with that one, and then it came to your ex, you're like, so this is awkward. Versus my ex.
You're gonna laugh.
You're gonna laugh. He's gonna have a laugh, have a goof. As far as upcoming content, if I could even say word.
Sound it up.
Yeah, right. As far as upcoming content, I don't know what the next... I mean, we're gonna have a video, obviously.
D&D.
We got D&D coming up on Sunday, which is going to be a lot of fun, which is why we offset the podcast. Tuesday, we're going to be starting the weekday live streams. We're only doing Tuesdays for now because we got to figure out what would be the more convenient second day. Because Thursdays suck because I have to go to bed early from work. Wednesdays
Friday,
suck.
Maybe?
Fridays are my editing days, which is weird. Wednesdays could possibly work, but that's the day you work.
Back to back.
Back to back's not the issue. It's just you work late, and I have to usually come meet you. You know what I mean? So we're still figuring out the second day, but we are doing streams on Tuesdays, and it could be anything from me just playing random games on PS4, us playing 14. If it's a 14 night, we'll just all be on, and I'll be streaming it. We'll be having a good old time playing 14, which we're almost done with 14, or at least what they have of Shadowbringers for now. But when did you say?
Story.
When did you say patch? The first line of patch stuff's coming out?
Sometime in October.
All in a state in October, correct?
Mm-hmm.
Right.
You have half a month, basically.
Well, the thing is, we're already... I just need to... I'll probably after...
Half, never mind.
Once we're done tonight, I'll probably just... I might just duty roulette to 80, so that way I'm all done.
If you really don't want to play as randos, the trust system with NPCs, you can do it with the recent dungeons. That's what I did. Yeah,
that's probably what I'm going to do. Either that or maybe I will go with randos. Who fucking knows? Because the only thing is... Well, the thing is just...
You rage too much with randos.
It depends. It really depends.
Because a lot of the times they're just, like, yelling at you to do shit, and they're not teaching you how to do things.
Well, the thing is that doing the duty roulettes, like, because I've done all these dungeons, the thing is just like, oh, okay, it's not like it's my first time doing the dungeons. It's like depending on the dungeon, generally know how to do them. I just don't want to hear anyone talk about La Habrea for a very long time because that, oh man, we might. But that being said, if we do stream 14 on Tuesday and I'm not quite to level 80, I may have to endure that and have that be on the stream. But yeah, so we're gonna get the weekday streams going, and we got our new video that'll be coming out on Saturday. Whatever video we end up deciding to do. Maybe more gameplay. I know you said you wanted to do a Tales video, so maybe the Tales video will be the thing we do. Yeah, plenty of other ideas that I know that we got. I may film a short over the week, because there's plenty of shorts that I've had planned out that I think I needed to sit down and finally do, and all that fun stuff. But it's really great. So I think we're just about done. So another shorter podcast, another one under hour 20, which I think is really good. we will not be doing a podcast for 2 weeks. So the next. Let me tell you.
3 weeks, you mean?
No. Mm-hmm. We just had to do 2 podcasts on a row to reorient the schedule. So our next podcast will be on October 6th.